What is going on, ladies and gents? This is Penn, and welcome back to the channel. Now, what you see here is an Apple TV 4K. I'm on a third generation. Now, tvOS 26 promise a lot of rumors of audio pass-through, and that simply allows your processor, your receiver, it gives your equipment to breathe, actually let your equipment decide the audio rather than Apple itself. Is it here? Let me show you. Oops. Oh, it's okay. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that. All right, so go to system right, and let me show you. I'm on tvOS 26. Matter of fact, let me mute this real quick. Let me just kill the audio on that. So I'm on tvOS 26. You see, I can't update it. I'm up to date. We go to what's new. We get beautiful new design, sing with iPhone mic, wake up to profiles, new Indian aerials, updates to FaceTime, and a new Apple TV app design. All right, so pretty much a bunch of nothing. To be honest with you, it's a joke. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to video and audio. All right. Now I have two Apple TVs. This is on my capture card setup. So, but if you go down to audio, you don't see nothing regarding pass through or anything. Similar to what if you would have like a Zadu device, Arvolution, a Dune, or let's say even a NVIDIA Shield. This stuff is long overdue, and somebody gotta be honest and just say what it is at the end of the day. It's a lot of rumors, a lot of articles, people saying it was in the API. Guess it wasn't true. Only they can tell you. But one thing I do know with Apple is that they will do something like tvOS, let's say 26.1 or 0.2. Because I know someone mentioned like wait till Halloween and things like that. I'm like, man, ain't nobody got time for that. Wait for Halloween. For what? So what I could show is this Apple TV app, because like how they present the content to you should be different. So let me show you that real quick. And let me go to library. Okay. Jeez. They got that autoplay going. All right, so you see I got recent purchases. Now this is with TV shows. It's not filling out the poster view correctly on some of the shows. Now movies, step in the right direction. Y'all recall when they originally got rid of like the iTunes like movies and TV show app, and they updated, the software. Your movies in your library, and this is purchased content through Apple directly. It showed thumbnails, but it was high quality thumbnails. It wasn't like low resolution images at all. But for movies, you want posters. You want posters. So this is cool. You see, I'm scrolling through my media. All right. And this is through the Apple TV application. So that's nice. They brought back posters. One thing that they will need to work on is telling you how much of what you have. Like, how many movies do I have? How many TV shows do I have? I like that they have genres. So you can quickly select your content. And then TV shows right here. this is what I purchased. Some of the stuff, you know, I still have to watch, but I got other means to like access this content as well with better audio fidelity. So then there's that. Um, it's oh man, it's a step in the right direction in this part, I guess. Um, Still like a major disappointment, to be quite honest with you. And you know, you're gonna have people that be like, "Oh well, why does this matter? Why is it a big thing?" And it matters. Now, I don't know if there is a new Apple TV 4K coming out this year, hardware wise. We gotta have something new to the table other than a better CPU, what slightly faster RAM, and then more storage. You you gotta bring something else to the game at this point. At this point, you gotta make something happen. I was reading comments regarding, yo, they add the pass through thing. You know, it can be the end of Kaleidoscape. No, not necessarily, because it's only going to be effective for applications like Plex or Infuse. It's still going to be very app dependent until the industry as a whole decides to up the bit rates on both audio and video. People that rip their 4Ks in form of an MKV, you know, off of physical media, or they get the remux as a source. Options like Plex, definitely Infuse would be a better playback engine on Apple TV products going forward if they do implement audio pass through successfully. And to break it down in layman's terms, it's when your receiver or processor, whatever you have going on, that's going to dictate the audio based off of the source rather than the audio being dictated by Apple. Okay. Your stuff gets to breathe. You know, you're getting exactly what you pay for. Okay. When you do that rip or when you archive that rip. Now, it's not going to affect this app here because it's not going to be a worldwide instant change. You know, it has to work as a whole. Definitely for me to hop on board. But if it only works in the sense of Plex and Infuse, if they do bring it to this device, that's a step in the right direction. Then I'll give credit when credit is due. But until then, it's a failure. I don't know. Maybe Apple will just be my music player. You know, I like the Apple Music, spatial audio, Dolby Atmos, things like that. It'll just be a music player from here on out until, you know, these cats step up their game. All right. Let me know how you guys feel. For those of you that have like some setups, you know, what you got audio wise. Do you appreciate Apple for doing this? I know you don't. I'm just messing with you. I know you don't appreciate it because some of y'all are Apple enthusiasts and y'all went out and paid some money for audio. And I know y'all don't like this update. I know y'all don't. But it's okay. I'm just here to like tell you that I don't like it either. And we shall all tell Apple to do better. Make Apple great again. Goodbye.